And welcome back to Ozarks Live. I have really been looking forward to talking to this lady. This week for Tech Tuesday, we're very lucky to be chatting with president and co-founder of Geek Foundation, Krista Peryer. Krista, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, so
really
first of all, lay the groundwork for our audience that may not know what the Geek Foundation is.
We get that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We surprisingly get the Geek Foundation a lot. The Geek Foundation is a nonprofit that I started up with my co-founder, Miranda Provance. We started up in October of 2015. We're a nonprofit organization that teaches tech education, so tech, IT, robotics, anything kind of like that. So,
have you always been a geek?
Yes,
okay.
I have been. Yes, I was what you call a geek girl growing up. So I played video games. I loved comic books. I was a mathlete. I was all of the things that you qualify as a geek. So was always really interested in those areas. But growing up as a young girl, I never had role models say, "Hey, you're into all of these things that would be great for STEM careers,"
right,
or things like that. So I never had anybody to push me in those directions. So as I grew older and got more fascinated with the tech industry, I started studying the field and got really interested in computer programming and video game programming and things like that. And from there decided to start a nonprofit organization that would teach education.
Which is fantastic. I mean, and there was a very small amount of people. Who's your target audience here? Because the people that were, particularly women, getting into this, very small amount.
Oh yes, it's definitely, our mission is to get more minorities into the field, because currently, as the statistics show, only 25% of the tech workforce is women, and then 98% of that workforce is the white demographic. So we really have a very big need for diversity, and diversity and inclusion are very big topics right now, and the tech industry is an industry that really has that need a lot.
Okay, so you started off teaching for young people. What ages?
We did, yeah. So our nonprofit actually focuses on all age groups, but for the first 4 years or so, we really had a lot of kids classes. We did a lot of stuff with the Boys and Girls Clubs, with Springfield Public Schools, with the libraries, and every single one of our classes would fill up immediately and have a wait list. So we were like, we'd always wanted to get into workforce development education. And so this last year we really focused on, getting out there and getting that. We won our first grant, which was funded by the CFO, Community Foundation of the Ozarks, and that was in partnership with the Drew Lewis Foundation and with Pitt Technology Group. And that gave us funding to start our first workforce development classes up. And we won that, at the beginning of January. And then COVID hit and craziness, ensued. But through that, we were able to move into the Fairbanks and host an office out of there, start classes there, and we've had great success rates with it. So
that's just incredible. The turnout, obviously, you can see from the photos, is just magnificent. If people want to get involved in this, how do you apply? How do you get into it?
Yes, so we actually are getting ready to start 2 new classes, actually, that's in partnership with the Missouri Career Center. So we just recently partnered with them, and also got a second location at the O'Reilly Center for Hope. And we're getting ready to start 4 new classes then at the end of October. So to enroll, to get involved, you can reach out to the Missouri Career Center and start the enrollment process through them, and they have guidelines and things like that. And then we will, work on getting people enrolled in our classes through that.
Amazing. By the way, she's building a robot, because of course she is building a robot. Right. We got about 30 seconds. What's going on with the robot?
So that is a robot that we're working on right now. Currently, we're building a UVC sanitizing robot, actually. So we're just, kind of doing it for fun. We've had some high school kids come in and help us through Kickapoo, help us program it. And I've been working on it with the co-owner of the Pitt Technology Group, and we've just been kind of having some fun building this out. So
that is incredible. All right, the Geek Foundation, there's a Facebook page. You also have a website?
We do, yes. It's thegeekfoundation.org.
Okay, what a great name, thegeekfoundation.org.
Thank you.
Krista Peryer, thank you so much for all your hard work.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
I just love that.
Great to be here.
We'll have to talk to you again very soon. All right, up next, Tom got to head over to the shops at Branson Meadows to talk with Pam Critchfield about all they have to offer over there. So stick around, you don't want to miss that. Be right back.